sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. Finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the pass game?
Imagine if he just focused on one or the other, the kind of numbers he could put up. Instead, combining fantastic season. Over 1,000 on the ground, over 100 catches in the air. This guy can flat out do it all. And if they weren't worried about injury, he'd return punts and kickoffs as well. He's a dynamic player.
And those 107 catches, an NFL record for a running back. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to get it running right. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney!
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
3-19! Over!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Set! Blue 90!
Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The 3rd time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base where it might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is second.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Newton on first down. And Olsen over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 37. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Newton. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it? If you go for it,
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed. Their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. Has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 steps behind center, you could go get it. With Lamar Jackson, he could be anywhere and make a big play. And how about that defense? Number 1 in the league in fewest yards allowed yet again.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone! 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Avoids him at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Over. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun! Here we go now. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Gun! Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Jackson gonna throw again. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, here's Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. 32 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down throw for Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. And everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Newton now on second down. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
On first down, Newton steps away to his left. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Newton takes it himself, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Gun!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Gone.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Newton's going to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Newton to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I like you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now Jackson on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it flop. And got his man complete. Michael Crabtree's going to go. 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?